Now we go to one of our veteran members, Birgitte Jalov in Denmark. Can you unmute, please, Birgitte?
I just did.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Violet, and hello to everyone. We are today meeting up under the banner of justice at a moment when the global community, through the recent conclusion of the Commission on the Status of Women 70, has reaffirmed that access to justice is not abstract. It's about real women, real lives, and real consequences. And that brings us directly to the case of Frenchie Mae Cumpio. Her detention on allegations of terrorism financing is not an isolated case. It reflects a deeply troubling global pattern, the criminalization of journalism, and in particular, the silencing of women journalists who dare to report uncomfortable truth. Let's be clear, when journalists are labeled criminals for doing their work, justice systems are not protecting society and democracy. They're being used to undermine it. As women in the media, we know that telling the truth is not always safe, but it's always necessary. Whether reporting on conflict, on corruption, or inequality, women journalists often face the double burden of repression and gender-based threats, both online and offline. That's why Frenchie Mae's case matters far beyond the Philippines. It's about the shrinking space for independent media everywhere. And it's about whether governments will uphold their commitments, not only in words, but in action. The Commission on the Status of Women reminds us that access to justice depends on political will. So today we must ask, where is that will when journalists are detained for reporting? Solidarity must go beyond statements. We must continue to speak out, as we do today, to document these cases, to support those at risk, and to insist that journalism is not a crime. Because when women journalists are silenced, entire communities are left unheard. And when truth is suppressed, justice itself is diminished. So let's stand firmly with you, Frenchie Mae Cumpio, and with all women journalists who continue against all odds to tell the truth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bree. And indeed, journalism is not a crime.